Dear viewer, in this video we explain the chapter Functioning and Functionally Related. My name is Kees van Boven and together with Huib ten Apel we are the project leaders of the ICPC3 consortium. The chapter Functioning and Functionally Related is under Roman 2. This chapter describes functioning and functionally related aspects of persons or patients in the context of health. In the right-hand window you can view a comprehensive description of this chapter. These topics are in many cases of great importance to the patients, and by which it can be indicated what a person can or cannot do. As an example, to gain a better understanding of the consequence of having osteoarthritis, it's important to know whether someone can wash themselves, walk stairs, etc. And it's precisely this detailed information that gives a direction to our policy. And by using the classes in this chapter, you can capture more person-oriented information. The choices of the classes is based on three pillars. A selection of classes from WHO International Classification of Functioning, Disability and Health. The classes selected for primary care give an overview of what a person can or cannot do, taking into account his or her context at a certain point in time. And as a specific application for primary health care, together with a group of patients, the primary care functioning scale has been developed with an intended population age 50 plus with multimorbidity. Especially within multimorbidity, the problem of functioning is often a more important concern than the conditions itself. The second pillar, ATSIF, a subset of the ICF used in France. This application was developed for prescribing sick leave certifications. In many countries, assessing whether someone can work is part of the doctor's daily work. Finally, the third pillar is WHO Disability Assessment Schedule 2.0, the WUDAS. It's a generally applicable tool for assessing difficulties caused by health or mental illness. Within the chapter, I click on it, there are two components. The 2F functioning component and the 2R component functioning related. First, we deal with functioning. Functioning of a person is determined by and depends on physiological functions, including the psychological functions, divided into classes 2F71 to 2F99, and 2, by the performance of tasks or actions by that person, the classes under activities and participation. From the point of view of primary health care, activities and participations are at the heart of shaping a person-centered approach. This means that in the ICPC, the activities and participation subcomponent comes first, followed by the function chapter. And as everywhere in the ICPC 3, in the right-hand window, there's more content information about the class. As an example, solving problems. You can see the description, the linkages to the classifications and to SNOMED, a clinical terminology, and also the linkages to the questionnaires. At the bottom, in the right, you see the problem scale value. In all the classes, it's possible to use the severity scale to let the patient indicate if there is an issue in solving problems, and if so, to what extent. Registering this information allows changes to be tracked over time, but also to set goals. Some classes in this component overlap with class names in the symptom, complaints, and abnormal finding component. These classes, I will show you, such as dizziness, refer to the same phenomenon but have a different purpose or play a different role. For instance, dizziness as a problem in a function can be used descriptively to understand the extent to which a person experiences dizziness as a problem. Without coding the restriction, the dizziness is only a textual element. In this example, we recommend to code the complaint as reason for encounter and to code the function dizziness for the registration of the severity. The component 2 are functioning related. The classes in functioning related factors describe the context in which the functioning takes place and how or with which support the functioning is performed. There are two components, subcomponents, the environmental factors in which the person lives, the things outside the person, and the personality functions. The registration of the personality functions, such as, for example, extraversion or psychic stability, in the context of one person's health may only be used if they are provided by the person themselves and only with permission for use or reuse. And these classes are not intended to express the caregiver's opinion about a person. So summarizing, with the classes in this chapter, it's possible to systematically record what a person can or cannot do in the context of health. We recommend using these classes where this may be relevant, either as individual items or in the form of questionnaires, such as the Primary Care Functioning Scale, the WUDAS, or the ATSIF, when applicable. Thank you for your attention.